look like the promise. I look like the promise keeper. It's who I became. This is gonna go up against some of the hymns we grew up singing, where we was just hanging on to the promises of God. And maybe there's a season for that. But sometimes when you can't hang on to the promise of God, if you could just hang on to God, I gotta find a way to invite God into this process. I don't even have time to focus on the process. Have you ever been in the middle of the process in such a way where I don't even care about the promise anymore? I just need God. Lord, I just need you to get me through this. I don't even care about the promise anymore. I just need God. God, I don't care if you do it or don't do it. I need you to meet me right here, right now. I need you right here in this heartbreak. I need you right here in this devastation. I need you right here in this dream. I need you in the process. If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. The process doesn't produce the promise. The process is not producing the promise. It is producing the version of you who can step into the promise. The moment that God spoke the promise over your life, the promise was set in stone. So your process is not producing that promise. It is producing the you who can step into it. I'm gonna go a little bit further, and I'm gonna say this, that the process is meant to produce a version of you that looks like the promise keeper. That means that this process is supposed to make you look more like God. The point of the process is to make you look more like Him. The promise is just bait. That's why the people will tell you when they get the promise that what I really got was not the thing, it's who I became in the process. I don't look like the promise, I look like the promise keeper. It's who I became. What you can't take is who I became. The promise don't even matter to me because I know that because of who I became, I could get that again. See, if you just hook yourself, if you train yourself to be addicted to promise after promise after promise, you'll miss out on the fact that you're supposed to be becoming. And if you become, you'll never have to worry about getting, because the getting will be the organic byproduct of who you became.